Hey y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. Me and Brody down here trying to get us some bait to go bait up catfish lines. The water is rising. We hadn't had good luck lately with the white perch. The catfish should be on. I was hoping now it's warm enough. They should be crawfish in these backwaters. We're not finding a lot. They are a few. I'm looking for a certain size. I'm finding a good many that are like really small that would be ideal for brim fishing such as that. But that's not what I'm doing. I want enough to put on hooks. We're gonna rake a few more, see what we get, and see if we can get enough to do some fishing. Y'all, I think I got a baby chain pickerel. Jack. Ooh, I'm trying to show the camera before he gets away.
You dropped him. Yeah, it happened.
Go put him back in the water.
Okay.
Don't lose him. Hold him. Don't let him get in the grass. You'll lose him. There's one, Brody. He ain't real big.
Dad.
And he's soft.
Stop.
Yeah. Don't let him get in the mud. Brody likes handling them. Till he gets pinched to one, then he's gonna end it for him. Hey, there's a frog.
Where is he? Did you catch him?
Yeah.
Can I have him?
Oh, he got out.
Oh.
He jumped through the wire.
Oh.
Well, I tried, buddy. I tried.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a good one, Brody.
I want to
There's a good one.
What? You got him.
Yeah. That there's the one that's gonna pinch Mr. Brody. Show the camera. He's already got one little pincher and got a dent in the top of his head. Looked like a turtle or something, or a crane done tried to get him. Ha ha, yeah. There, get him on the back. Pinch him like I got him. He can't. There you go. That's how you hold crawfish.
It does that down. You got one?
Nope. Y'all, I'm having better luck with my traps. I got one more I gotta check. So I finished this other one. Y'all have seen it laying around my shed. So I'm gonna throw it in here. I've got them baited up with some I got a little bit of cat food. It's got fish sitting on. I put a handful of dog food. And I have been putting a little bit of bread in this smaller trap over here. I'm fixing to pull it up. I don't think I may put a little bread in this one. I don't know. I probably need to just put a whole slice in it because I'll tear it into a couple of small pieces, I reckon, because I just got me a trap door. Y'all can't even see it, can you? So I got this trap door right here, and I'll just drop it in there. I got a sock, one of Brody's socks. So I got this bungee strap. That came off of a game camera. And then I've just got about 20 foot or so of tarred bank line on here. I throwed with my cast net yesterday and didn't have no luck. There ain't hardly any crawfish, so without any crawfish, that kind of puts a damper on my fishing. But now what I'm fixing to do, I'm wanting next week is spring break, and I'm wanting to stay around here. I don't like to go off to no lake or nothing like that while there's a mob of folks. I think we are gonna go hang out with some of our friends one day and fish with them at a lake, probably down in Jackson, the Ross Barnett Reservoir. All right, I've already got all my bait in here. So with that tied off, I can just chunk that out there as far as I want to throw it. Well, sir, it didn't go far because I had it tangled all up back there, didn't I? All right, let's pull this other little one up. Y'all, this one I ordered on Amazon. I got some crawfish, and I just got one bait in there, but you see I threw that dog food in there loose. We're gonna get these critters out of here. And I'll link this little old trap. It works all right. Look, he's grabbing that fish. Look at him. He's good bait size. Look at him holding that fish. Turn him loose. Oh, he's cutting him up. He ain't gonna turn him loose. Come on. Turn him loose, little fella. I got him. So I'm gonna put this in a different location probably. Put my pin back in it here. That's how simple that works. So I had it thrown way out there. I'm probably not gonna chunk it so far this time. I think I'm gonna throw it right back over here along this bank. And that really ain't tied off to no whole lot. I might retie it to something over here. Y'all, we down here finna bait up these hooks. Let's see. I'm gonna put me a good perch on this one here. Oh Lord, it's got a bunch of trash upon it. Whoa! Come back here, little fella. Oh, so I got one of them gamma lids to go on my 5-gallon bucket. That's what I'm using for a minnow bucket because I got quite a few live baits, and my little bitty bucket that I had, I just didn't think was enough. So me and Roscoe is loaded up. Y'all been seeing us gather up some bait. We fixing to bait all these lines up. The water is back up. This little hole has been dried up pretty much. And we back full up, and it's gonna rain some more here tomorrow sometime. Today's Thursday. You won't be seeing this till a few days from now. So I'm gonna be baiting them up. I'll show you some clips here, there, and yonder. We're not gonna film the whole thing. Y'all done seen me do it enough. Roscoe starts getting a mite nervous when them hooks come up the boat. I like baiting with crawfish. Roscoe, get up here and sit down. Roscoe starts standing up, walking around. Makes the boat a little rickety. Y'all, this boat, I've had a lot of questions about my old canoe. I bought this, it is a whitewater canoe. I would not recommend everybody go buy one of these type of canoes to do what I'm doing in, because they are bad rickety. I got a lot of experience in a canoe and I can manage it. When you're picking you out a canoe to fish and trap and work out of, get you a flat bottom. Make sure that bottom is flat on there, not rounded, and it'll make life a lot easier on you. I just got a good deal on this, and I was like, hey, that'll be maneuverable, and I can spin it around and do a lot of stuff in it, but you need to be comfortable in a canoe to do all that. Let's see here. See how I got a lot of trash hung up on some of these. Hooks is all dirty. And look, they done started eating some of my bait in there. And like I said, y'all heard me talk about it before. I hook them a couple of different ways. Some of them I go in the mouth, come out through the snout. It's however you want to hook them. I like to hook them in the back. I think I have more activity on them, but now they don't probably, I don't know if they last as long. Old Roscoe, he got down in the boat. He said, you ain't hooking no hook in me. No, sir, not today. That's my next hook right up there. I got a bait. I like it when this water's flooded like this. Fish is in a lot more areas. Now this right here is one I want you to see. I got a pretty good size hook. I'm going right through his back here under this fin. Up high, don't get down in his guts. Look at that. That's gonna catch me a good fish. Ain't no little fish gonna get on that. We get one there, we're gonna have good fish. Y'all, I try to address questions as I think about them. And somebody asked me the other day in one of my catfishing videos, why come I didn't put out trot lines? And y'all, I like trot lines. Trot lines work really good. Because it was like, how come you don't just string one across the middle of one of them holes? It's the ideal thing to do. Not ideal in this old canoe. Because it's spinning around and I'm in the middle of it. You cannot hardly work from one end of this canoe. And that is my reason for not putting them. Whenever I go and put the John boat in, and I'm gonna do that here pretty quick, we're gonna probably, when I get done running in this location I'm in right now, and we move to a different place, we're gonna take the John boat and we're gonna put out all those other lines that I made. Let me get out of these limbs in a second. Get all this, see all this trash. The water had been swift, and it had got bad low actually. I'm dipping in here. What am I finding? I got a water crawfish right there, and I'm gonna put it on there. He done got dead. You see him, just a water. It's swift water. This ain't a good hook, no way. All right. So whenever I put the John boat in, we're probably gonna take a trot line. I've got 2 or 3 that is pre-made up, and string one across some of them bigger holes down there. And you'll see that it does produce a lot more fish, and is probably a lot more of an effective way to do it. But I just wanted to answer why I didn't do it down here right now. There's a good reason. It'll get Roscoe hooked or Brody hooked. And I asked Brody a while ago, I said, son, you want to go with me to bait them hooks up riding the canoe? No, I'm going to stay here and play. So, y'all, I'm not going to make Brody go to the swamp and go be in videos. And when he wants to stay home and play with his army men, his boots, and whatever else, I leave him there. When he gets a little older and bigger, it might be more important to encourage him and pressure him to go, but I'm gonna let Brody be a kid as much as he wants to be a kid. You know what I mean? I know my wife brought up something the other day. I think my daughter actually thought about it and said something about it. Said, Daddy said he's gonna resent you one day because you and him can't do anything without a camera stuck in his face. And I thought about it and I said, you know, every time we go do something, I've got a camera on and we filming, and he probably thinks, you know, one day, well, the only reason you wanted me to do anything is so you could put me on video, and I don't want to be that. I thought about it and it really kind of struck a chord with me. So Brody don't want to go. And there's gonna be days I want to take Brody to do stuff that me and Brody just go do stuff. You know what I mean? Roscoe's fixing to get in a hook over there. All right, I got him. Oh, that limb right there is dead, so I'm being gentle with it. I didn't think there's a lot of current in this back slough. This goes back into a dead water area that's not very deep at all. Oh, I keep dropping my... Oh, where's he at? Where'd he go? Got him. All right, I got one more. We down here at the last 2 we're gonna bait up. We got some pretty good sized perch for these hooks. These would be better in bigger river targeting bigger fish, but that's all you got. That's all you got. I have always been well known for using way too big a bait in hopes of catching a bigger fish. And I don't hardly ever catch a bigger fish. You can catch just as big a fish on a little bait, but you know, it's just one of them things that sometimes you just like to do. All right, let's see. Boy, that is a rusty hook. I didn't bring any more gear tackle or whatever you want to call it with me today. Oh, I got a little old mud cat right here. We're gonna, you know what? I'm gonna put them in there. Cause that's a rusty hook anyway. That mud cat will live till I get him back and put him on the aerator. So, all right, we got to paddle back up through everything, and then tomorrow we're gonna have to run them early at daylight. Cause being Friday, I got to go deliver pottery to North Mississippi. Come on. Y'all, I about dumped me an old Roscoe a while ago. I reached out. This swift water is dangerous, not because just being in it, it's dangerous. It pushes you away from everything doing, and I'm reaching out further to grab hooks because it's just out of reach. I reached out a little too far a while ago, and this joker rocked over, and boy, I jumped back. We saved it. I said, man, I been and lost all my camera gear and everything, but now I done got smart, y'all. Ain't fooling around in a boat. This is my camera gear bag right here. Ain't gonna get wet. That is a show enough good dry bag. That is not one of them Amazon Temu specials, you know, I'm famous for. I spent some money on that bag. But I've had it a while. It's just been hanging at the shed. I just liked it one day and bought it. And now I'm getting some good use out of it. We might get us another DSLR one day. I ain't in no big need for one. I did enjoy the DSLR when I was filming plants and stuff because you could zoom in good, you know, with it up on a tripod and zoom and get some good footage. That's what I played with it the most for, but we'll get us a nerding one day. We're probably gonna get us a mirrorless next go round. One that does all kinds of things. Might as well, huh? Well, first thing we gotta do is focus on making better videos so we worry about new camera gear. Instead of just paddling up and down the creek with an iPhone. See if we can catch us a fish. Y'all, I'm down here fixing to go run my lines. You seen that storm? Oh, man. Whoo. Y'all, that piece of tin come by my head was close. I got to dump the water out of here. Look, I got a bunch of water in my boat. I'm looking at some of my lines. I expected to at least see a line moving. And there could be a fish on here right now and him be wore out and not pulling, but I don't know. I ain't seeing no whole lot. I think when I run them today, I'm going to start pulling lines up as I run them. So, cause my next time of baiting hooks up, I think I'm going to take the John boat and go down deeper into the main river while the water's up like this. And, I want to try something different. So I think I'm fixing to pull all these up. If I decide to come back here, I'll put them back out. But I need to collect my stuff because I need to do some maintenance on some lines. Some of them, the hooks is bent and this, that, and the other. So, y'all, with the rain, it's going to be raining the whole time this trip. So the sound could get wonky on this thing. My phone is waterproof, but it's the vibrations it picks up for the sound quality could get, if it gets wet, it's going to get, weird. So I may not film no whole lot, but we're going to see if we got some fish. So hang with me. All right, y'all, we got our first catfish. We got one on that line. It's that line right there moving. I done pulled up several hooks, but now I haven't had any luck up there where I've been pulling hooks. This is the first one, so let's see what we got here. Ease it up, boy. Little channel cat. I might ought to use my dipping net just for he ain't that big, but y'all, if you ain't careful, you'll lose them. Oh yeah. It's more of a safety feature than actually needing it to retrieve them. So we are pulling lines. Now this particular line is not mine. I'm not pulling it. This was my buddy's line. See y'all? Small, good eating size. That's what we call them little ones, ain't it? Anybody catches little fish, they go to holler, good eating size. But really, truly, it is. Really, little fish, and that's with any fish, are generally better than the big ones. Y'all see that limb shaking right there? I like to see them limbs shaking. Y'all, this camera's giving me fits today. Rain and swift water. Get them in the boot. All right, let's just pull that loose like that. That's my line. Good Lord. If you fight with anything, looks like I'm gonna fight with it today. Good gracious alive. Now he's all twisted up in this net. Dadgum. Oh, Lord Jesus. And why they do that, miss? Yeah, he's twisted up in there. I'm going to have to put the whole net in the cooler. I mean, good gracious alive. This is why I don't like using a net. Yeah. Quit. He's gonna fin me yet. And then here I am. Good Lord. And somebody else's hook. This is one of them, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong days. Get the fish off. We'll fool around and lose him. All right, another little one. Put them in the cooler. Put them in the cooler. See if I can get this. Y'all hear that thunder? We ain't out of the woodwork yet. I need to hurry up. Carry my carcass on out of the swamp. We got one on that limb right there, y'all. If that little limb would get out of your way where you can see. Thought he'd bend it on back there. He bent it down pretty good there one time. Up here, oh, that may be a little decent one. Now he's showing out since y'all can't see. Yeah. I'm gonna get my dipping net over here, get it under him, see if I can get it all tangled up. That's a decent fish there, y'all. I'm gonna try to keep him. I like to just hold that net under them. Good one. Oh yeah. Y'all, look at there. Ha-ha, that's what I like right there, boys. Put them in the cooler. Put them in the cooler. These are made a little different. And I'm gonna wrap the string. Around that lead. And these I'm putting in my pocket. Well, sir. Food it down, didn't I? I'm soaking with it. Anybody got a bar of soap I can borrow? Bar of soap I can borrow? Let me pull up here and see if I can get this a little more quicker. For demonstrational purposes, you know what I mean, Burn? So you're supposed to be able to run up here and grab that tag in and it come loose just like that. Weren't no fish on that one, see. So I ain't catching one on every hook. I'm just filming the success. Like any professional. I got about an inch of water to flow over. I think we fixing to have a good one right over here. He pulled that whole big limb right over here pretty good. I don't know, it could be, there could be a log hung in it, I don't know. But now, oh yeah, he's snatching on it pretty good. I mean a big limb too. See that big old limb? Look at him pulling. All right, I was trying to get where you could see, and I need to get on there. All right. I'm gonna have to be real careful right here, y'all, because that's low in the water. And I don't want to turn over because I'm having to reach. Well, I can't. I still got him. See if I can use that to untangle my hook. Yeah. I just need to get this. We in the boat with him. Y'all, this canoe, I know I keep saying stuff over and over sometimes, but y'all, this canoe is very dangerous in this swift water. You have to always be mindful of what you're doing. There's never a moment that you just like, oh well, you know, it's just not gonna be that way. Let me put him, y'all, that is a decent catfish there. Let's put him in the cooler. This is, so I'm gonna teach y'all a survival lesson right here. I want to do survival. I don't do a lot of survival stuff. But a lot of your best survival that nobody teaches is make good decisions. You know what I mean? the worst thing you can do, and you can make good decisions now and still wind up in a survival situation. So no way am I saying that everybody that got in a survival situation made a stupid decision. But make good decisions is your first line of defense against a bad situation to get in a survival situation. Because like down here, I mean, I ain't no long ways away from home. But this morning, bad storms come through. Me walking out there on the back porch really wasn't a good decision. I just stepped out there. I was like, well, I want to get a clip of all this wind and rain blowing, you know, just so I can throw it in the video. But the good decision I made is I got up early this morning wanting to come hurry up down here and run these lines. And I was like, I could get down there and something happen and not make it back out. If I'd have had a boat and a motor, I probably would have chanced it. But with this canoe, I was like, I can only go so fast. If I'm way down in there and bad something's going on, I can't just run back out. So I'm up here at my bottle. Y'all, like with this canoe, a bad decision is leaning in it. That thing is tangled up. I'm gathering everything up, so we about to roll this up. I'm probably gonna pull the hooks off of the snaps as I roll it up. All right. So see right here, I'm at that. Just take that off, and I got some foam down here in the floor. I done caught another brick, Tommy. You ain't gonna believe it. Boy, y'all, I have caught a bunch of bricks. There's some foam knee pads glued in the bottom of this whitewater canoe. And I done figured out it's easier with this stuff like this that you can't just readily wrap up. And y'all, every bait was gone. Look at that, what a nice brick we caught, Tommy. Y'all, old Tommy gets a kick out of me pulling that brick up. All right. We're gonna lay all that back here behind us. There ain't no hooks on it, so it ain't dangerous no more. Yeah, in survival, make good decisions. Don't do foolish stuff. And the biggest problem I think people do is they get in a hurry. And this canoe in swift water is dangerous anyway, and you trying to grab that fish, well, I can just grab him, and you lean just a little too far. And I like to messed up yesterday baiting him. I leaned over, me and Roscoe liked to went for a ride. So I didn't bring him today because I knew I was probably fixing to pull these lines. So far right now, I'm doing better than I have ever done down here, but the water is right. I could bait them up and run, but I got a lot of life going on right now. I've got events and stuff that I've got to go do, and it'll be way over in next week before I can run them again. So I'm pulling them up today, storms, and when we put back out, we're gonna put the John boat in. I'm ready to play in it a little bit while the water's up. Well, the camera went off while I was trying to film. I don't know what it filmed, what it did. When it's raining and everything's wet, limbs, everything else will turn the camera on and off. But anyway, that's all she wrote today. We done. I'm gonna check this one more line. I got that rolled up. Nope. Well, it's time to go. Fun's over, y'all. I got a bunch of water in the flow board. The boat's getting hard to paddle. Y'all look down here between my feet, sloshing around in there. Oh, Lord, that old boy's crazy. Down there in a storm, paddling around in an old canoe, trying to catch a few little old catfish, like he can't go to the grocery store and buy something. He done lost his mind. Well, y'all, we finna paddle out of here. It's been a good run. We got a few catfish. We didn't just load up. But we got to get out of here before it gets bad. I don't think it's really gonna get no more storming. I think storm's over. It's just gonna be a lot of rain the rest of the day. So anyway, thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one. Hey, y'all want some music while we paddle out? I got you.